time we touch, something courses through my blood, and I'm born anew. Can you feel this warmth too? I need you so much. I'm addicted to your love. Nothing I can do. I'm so helpless for you. Heavenly, I feel the stars align for eternity, till the end of time. Ecstasy, so burned into my mind. You're a drug for me, pure and crystalline. Far away, I'm absorbed within a haze, so consumed by you. Do you think of me too? Counting down the days, got me sleepless in a craze. I'm a slave to you, so damn helpless for you. Heavenly, I feel the stars align for eternity, till the end of time. Ecstasy, so burned into my mind. You're a drug for me, pure and crystalline. I feel the stars align for eternity, till the end of time. Ecstasy, so burned into my mind. You're a drug for me, pure and crystalline.
Hello. Hi. How's it going? As you may have heard, had some pretty bad food poisoning. Uh, and whenever I say like, Rosé's beating the whole Kingdom Hearts series and Rosé's finding strangers in the Alps, like, uh, all of that is usually jokes. This food poisoning ain't no joke though. Uh, and it feels weird. It feels like I'm not entirely here. It feels like part of my mind is like floating somewhere else and I can't like get it back. I don't know. I'm not like feeling 100% here in the moment. Am I making sense? Probably not. Anyway, I'm feeling better. Have a little tiny bit of a headache and some kind of pain in my sternum from throwing up. Well, that was last night. The sternum pain is a little concerning, but I usually feel it when whenever I'm swallowing something like a drink, like water. Anyway, hello, welcome. Get well soon. Oh, I'm feeling better, but uh, I was not feeling that good for a bit. I was like, honestly, I was like kind of hallucinating when, like, after I threw up and I was trying to recover. I just sat in my chair and like drifted in and out of sleep after, and I had some wild dreams. What's that like? I don't recommend it. I don't recommend food poisoning. I don't recommend hallucinating on food poisoning. Anyway, we're almost done with the game, so let's get to it. Am I on my break? I was on my break. Alright. Put on the anime, yeah. I wonder if I left food for 4. Yeah. Already gonna have to switch a lot. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Oh. Honey. Yeah, yay, my favorite magical girl show that I don't know the name of. I'm pretty sure that's, Model Warrior Julianne. You know, the thing that they talk about a lot. Anyway, you want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. Let's get her the usual. Piano woman. There we go. Asian mixed. Anyway, here you go. This is nice. Nice. Ice? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey. Slipped into the accent. Hey, honey. How do you know it's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? Solipsistic crisis. Solip what? Something about the face that she's making is like, please stop saying dumbass things. I can't understand what you're saying. Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's another thing right there. That word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipse means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this? It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Alright, calm down. That's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure that the counter's really there? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. Gotta make her a drink. I'll make something special. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So, let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this, existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian. But, I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having. How much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, you don't hurt me. What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World, one of my favorites. At one point, I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks! Okay then. Phew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made! And it burns and itches a bit. I'll go get you a towel. Delivery for Dana Zane. Oh, I've been here before. Ah, Mr. Mario. Mr. Mario. Well, welcome back. Well, what's his voice? What's his voice I keep doing? Mr. Mario. I can't read his voice without doing it. I'm the Mario. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll go get it for her. Right, sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a wiener? I don't know how she'll cook. I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it. Honey, seems the wiener's too big to eat correctly. Maybe you could prepare some right now? What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? I do. Seriously, Jill? She's the one. She's the one making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at him. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Jacket boy, what's your name? I'm the Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. You might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. I'm fine. Get the sunshine cloud for Mario. Yeah, here you go. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy. Why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way, Lilin? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women. I love that this just... I love that it is just like... I'm not into women. I'm not into women. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm about to post it on Twitter. Alright, anyway. Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package? Let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, don't worry. You like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard of a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing. So her gang is just there, doing their own thing, menacingly, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright, a piano man. Here you go. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots. There's the belief that some Lilim are out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. I may be a little out of sorts. It's a tiny bit hard to read. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there. Almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him. He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilim here? They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. Oh no, Mario. Are you a racist? At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid, but I'm a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the Nevuli crabs invade. When the replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid did you not catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey! I brought you a package. Ah, yes! My curated wiener! It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? That's a new one. Here's some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Anyway, time to go buy a Maneki Neko. And apparently Jill really likes wieners. Sometimes I forget that Jill's actually bi and not just a straight up lesbian. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work? Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone's in need, just like me. Anyway, places are cool. Bartender can be kind of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit, meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm fooling myself? You are. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. This first space colony is Shin Outer Paradise. That's a great name. Is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit's in space, do? Ah, amazing. Woman marries an anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of lame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me? You can't marry your own son. Yeek, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Yeek, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include such new releases as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remaster. Full chart including lifetime sales. Yeek Final Remaster 3.5 million. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster 1.5 mil. Sting's Face Remaster 95k. Water Pro Wrestling G 500k. Dang it, Round Paul. wonder if that guy who wants cheese to stream, Yeek, will ever come back. I know there was not beef, but like, definitely a storied history. Good evening. Ah, Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers. It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wooden firecrackers scare off the dog. Yeah, good idea. Go with it. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Greetings. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy who wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So what flew by here? I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. Always got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. This hit explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now, give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I could fight dirty. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right. I'm sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounds weird. Yeah, here you go. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie, and you are... Oh! I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file ad. Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. That's the wrong voice. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed with a horrible pressure built up in your body, and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Alright, give him a gut punch. Here you go. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So, where's this antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweighs the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time. Either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please, come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but... He's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy ties the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. A bad touch for Alma. Here you go. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what puts you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only did she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but she also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, that's the wrong voice. When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because angst would made her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes in and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." Ava just said, "You should kill yourself now." Anyway, Neon District sounds like some Phoenix Wright OST. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it a little bit. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think it was at that moment, that was the moment that I finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must feel really bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give me a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right, Brantini. Here you go. This is the thing. Let's start. Whoa. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. This girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? Bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Yeah, shit. Peace out! I know the girl is you and the eldest sister's your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can you get a beer? Right. A beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Here you go. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers or sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll take my break. All right. Boy, you were here. You were quite absorbed in the conversation you had just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. How's it going, La Cat's Creative Corner? This game looks cute. It is cute. It's less chilly today. Joe, the kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Oh, crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And I said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that. And, well, I want to thank you for that. Me? If I had just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. Bleeding Jane, please. I want it. Phone? What is it? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can't I? You're the main character? I don't know. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Yeah, a beer now. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. Whoa! There! Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy... Ow! I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey! Ah, hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. Robo seems so silly. Yeah, let's say that she's silly. Silly is definitely a word that can be used for her. May not be the exact word, but silly is something you can use. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Bye. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all in risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Ah, please. Let's see. Not here. Weird. I'd swear the track's right here. This is, without a doubt, straight up, one of my favorite characters in these games. In, Valhalla, in 2064 Read-Only Memories. I love them. Love them a lot. Oh, I'm at a bar. Well, that's nice. Who's that? Well, let me tell you. Well, that's Anyway, can I get you something? Let's have a brandtini. Wait, no, hold on. Ah, God, I forgot. They also got an accent like this. Kind of. A little bit. Brantini for the mysterious visitor. Hello, Sazu. Yeah, it is a cool game. This seems right. And what brought you here, I think it's better if my name remains a mystery for now. The registry says error? Huh. The money's there, but the registry can't display the name properly. Still, what brought you here, mysterious person? I'm following Alice Rabbit's trail. I want to know how deep the hole goes. Trail? The massive leak of White Knight's insider info from 2 weeks ago made it global news. Curiosity got the best of me, so I started seeking the trail of the transmission. I guess we had to do certain things to get him. First of all, they are them. They're just very pretty. Anyway, since their name's not gonna come up anytime soon, this is Tomcat from 2064 Read Only Memories. They are a cool hacker person, and their main character trait is that they also got some kind of a southern accent, kind of like this. I believe it's like North Carolina, but you know, what do I know? I only know the accent that I got. Do you work for someone then? No, you could say it's for fun. Alice Rabbit is quite the urban legend, and I wanted to study it. I see. Hey, would you say Alice Rabbit's is a person or a group? Excuse me? Well, there's people who say it might as well be a group instead of just a person. If it can just be a group, it can also just be a symbol. Everyone using the Alice Rabbit moniker could be doing so as a way of staying anonymous while protecting clear intent. I doubt it, though. Why? Alice Rabbit's actions are far too consistent. It can't be a group, and if it's a group, it's most likely coordinated by just one person. Everything seems to fit an agenda. The attacks are too consistent and use similar methods. Really? I guess it can be hard for most people to notice, but beyond the consistent usage of the same button and avatar. But the way the attacks are executed is always in the same vein. Not that it makes it easier to track, actually. Its tracks only get dimmer and dimmer with each attack. And so you came to check on what might be left from the last hacking job? A pilgrimage of sorts, if you will. Say, would you mind giving me a Zen Star? What is it? 4 of each? Yeah, it's 4 of each. Yeah, here you go. As nasty as I remember. So what have you found? Can you share? Sure, why the hell not? I'm in a good mood. Well, whoever Alice Rabbit is, or are, they spend a lot of time planting seeds all over the city. Seeds. There's traces of the video being streamed up to 23 different locations. All of them routers of different brands that blew up after the transmission. Every one of them using different ISPs, some even using internet providers from outside the city. There's even traces of programs that hacked into devices, giving it the means to access a network for as long as the broadcast lasted. Apparently, Alice Rabbit also accessed devices to make sure they'd be turned on at the right time. Well, the only thing without the transmission was my old CRT, so yeah. Quite the craftsmanship, let me tell you. Left no trace whatsoever of where anything came from. Even if you look at the metadata in the leaked files left on all devices after the transmission ended, there's nothing. Perfect crime, then. Not perfect. Compared to other attacks like the first leaks that started the riots around here, this one's sloppy. More specifically, the means of destroying evidence wasn't as effective as other occasions. But thanks to the commotion at the bank, any attempts to investigate further were curbed by the madness that followed. Let's see. Well, I must keep moving. Oh yeah. Name's Tomcat, by the way. Nice meeting you. The registry cleared up too. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Alright, careful out there. Hello, DZ. I hate to break it to you. This ain't a cheese stream. It's a rosé stream. Cheese is, you know, sleeping. Alright, I'll break character for a second just to say, so people don't get confused. Yeah, no, it's still me. But, you know, sometimes I want to play a character, you know? It's fun. Anyway, let's get back in there. Jill's thinking about Kira and Mickey. Yeah. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Yeah, I bet he is. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread? Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I know. Now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Oh. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Birth rates decrease as youth prefers little company. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where... oh wow, I totally lost track of it. To the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. So it's just worse New York? Yeah, honestly. Anyway, a 17-year-old student agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's just expected. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Being only with Lilum can be tiring, though. Wearing socks and sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's this Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Oh, gods be praised. The first silly of law I'm all in for. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, as it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. Recreational. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Alright. Alright, anyway. Let's get to it. Good evening. Hey. 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 Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate. I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send the lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being a delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages now, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil with a crush, huh? This place. Great! Oh, if it isn't. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks.
Thanks.
Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Oh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Mr. Donovan D. Dawson's usual drink. It's a big one of these, so you get 2 of those, 4 of these, 2 of those, 4 of these, and 8 of these. Yeah, here you go. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my view, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. And why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the not pleasant way. Saibatsu Corps and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates, but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. What song is this? Oh, Showtime. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break from the routine. Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast. Here you go. Now let's see what all the ruckus is about. What brought you here? Oh right, didn't you see Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Yeah. The accents are mixing all over the place. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. You know, he ain't wrong though. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. The accent just keeps slipping in. I'm telling you, Jill, I'm bricked up right now. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilim isn't here. Huh. I'll have to find a bussy enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Give him a pile driver. Literally. There you go. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to say. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a heart to talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure, let's get her something sweet. Here you go. Thanks!
Thanks.
So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. Oh, I love this song! His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met two fans of yours lately. Oh, really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier, more pretentious image of me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And I'm not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar. Do you have anything like tea? Let's see. Something tea-like. Here you go. Oh, perfect. Hey, you're a king class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the D10-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. So you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different their onstage personas they are. From their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so, they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs? I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright, sparkle star. Here you go. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please, come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. I was in the middle of changing the voices as he came back. Boss, skills back. I'll take my break. Alright. Now, if you don't mind me, I'll just be, looking at Twitter for a little bit, taking a little bit of a break. I'm a little tired, too. This headache has been hurting something fierce. Well, I mean, the headache's pretty much gone. It's just, if I strain myself a little bit and, shake my head, that's when it hurts. Alrighty. Had enough looking at things. Let's get back in there. We're almost at the end, so, might as well keep it going. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Yo, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella. Well, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane for today. Alright, Bleeding Jane for Stella. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubt you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil's the one you could think you can owe that to. That guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how's it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, every single piece of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's a new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just opened for many, so I'd say yes. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people and of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Core has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Core because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever He's just the front that whatever councils behind Zaibatsu Core chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Core is actually doing. Yeah. So, what were you saying is that... What you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, and what? Can I get a brand tea here, please? Sure. I know what she means by henshin heroes. It means that Stella's based. Here you go. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well... I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Oh, right, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being here Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such a backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. More importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Alright, we're about to do a real funny gamer move. Alright, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve, well, we're gonna prepare, but not serve, a flaming moai. So we need one of these, two of these, three of these, 5 of these. Alright. Let's double check what the guy says. You can fix up but not serve a flaming moai. Reset your drink and serve solo the beer. Here you go. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your eye. That? Oh, yeah, I knew. You did? Say told me. I'm alright. Don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might just be as shocked hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech in the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Oh. Still, she also told you about that guy, that Virgilio guy, right? Did she? You know him? Virgilio Armandio didn't add any results after digging deeper, but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy McCurry, branded traitor after killing a fellow white knight, declared MIA. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you gonna do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Oh. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole Tech Gold Rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to get a crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making white knights untouchable that they never patented anything. In the law, did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using your money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I've gotta go. I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. I'll be honest, I was not actually expecting her to show up. I thought, like, the guy that was feeding me bunk, I was incorrect. Alright, anyway. Excuse me. And hold on, no, I gotta remember. She's like a bit of a tough girl. What kinda? Excuse me, is this the Rad Shiba bar? Alright, I'm getting a little tired of Neon District. Hello? Somebody fell for that one. Yeah, but we prefer to call it Valhalla. What can I get you? Let's try the Sugar Rush. Certainly. Here you go. Thanks!
Thanks.
Thanks! Thanks! Oh god, I gotta sound like the guy. You don't look like you're from around here, miss. Call me Jess. I'm from Neo San Francisco, actually. I came to see the mega Christmas I hear so much about. I've always wondered why it's called Neo San Francisco. Is it like Neo Tijuana, or is it more like New Mexico? Wait, there's a New Mexico? Still, that's a good question. What tipped you off that I'm not from around here? The fact that you're a hybrid. Really? I thought Good City was the world's genetic engineering mecca. Every time you hear about a breakthrough in genetic engineering, it most likely came from here. That's true. That's all true. If you have the money. Good City has some awesome advances, but many of them are gated behind giant walls of cash. Like genetic modifications or prosthetics. Is it really that bad? Let's say I wanted a treatment to change my hair color to yellow and my eyes to amber. Simple stuff, 2 shots. But just for the hair, I need to save minimum wage paychecks for 10 years. Not only that, insurers still refuse to cover genetic modifications, even the medical ones. Weird. I mean, nowadays, genetic modifications are pretty common everywhere else. I don't understand much about it myself. I think the exorbitant import fees levied by the city are a deciding factor in the whole pricing situation. Maybe it has to do with how devalued our currency is, or maybe it's both those things and then some. I see. Oh, but look at me, rambling. Can I get you anything else? Let's try the Brantini. Sure, the Brantini. Here you go. Thanks. It's interesting though. Hybrids are well received around here. That's a grammatical error. Lowercase h in the beginning of a sentence. Might have something to do with hybrids usually having lots of money. I guess it could be an example of higher classes establishing beauty standards or something. It will make me a more likely target for mugging then. Everyone is a likely target for mugging. You just stick out a bit more than the rest. You do well to remain vigilant anyways. Thanks for the advice. Hey, mind if I ask something? Go ahead, no problem. Are cat boomers hybrids? Nah, I don't think so. While there is genetic modification going on, it's more akin to being born with 6 fingers. The side effect of a treatment, if you will. Really? Cause there seem to be countries where cat boomers are considered hybrids. True, but think about it for a second. Let's say you've got a treatment for a skin condition, and the side effect was getting scaly skin. There's hybrids with scales of skin, but your skin is a side effect. The scales might just be dead skin. Even if legally the scaly skin would make you a hybrid, you're not one necessarily. Even if it's a law, laws can be wrong too. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for asking so many things. Oh, I don't mind. I guess you really don't see many hybrids around, huh? Oh, right. Could you give me directions to the Artemis Well Mall? Sure. Let me grab you a piece of paper. Let's see. Turn right. Let me see a fried house. Here you are. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Please come again. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the other girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been, while he was out. Yeah, true. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade. What? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... Nah, seriously, 8th grade, what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, just so happens to be used fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh. Didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Make you humble. Oh, well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! 8th grade, what? I would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol at the bar. I did it! I paid all her bills. We have a roof over our heads for another month. And now... Now with my extra money, we can play some video games. Valhalla. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called, Neon District? At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts. The boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks are very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. Grand Slam Fighters crown. I don't want to read this. I just want to play video games. How do I shoot? Oh, do I just dodge? Is that what it is? Ah. Well, this is gonna be hard. Is this really how I beat the game? Cause I've heard this game is difficult, but Huh. They are getting a little close. Not a fan. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Alright, I'm just gonna shove my ass all the way in there and do it all over again. What the fuck? I do have a fire button. How did I never know this? What the shit? This makes the game actually playable. Alright, let's see. At least now I know what to do. Yeah. I do want to beat it, though. All right. Oh, are you kidding me? I will give it one more attempt. Because I swear to God, I know I can do it. All right, I'll call it. Ah, cool. My vision's getting a little fucky because it's imagining it's seeing things move the way that it would for a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Anyway. All right. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since... well, never. Today's escapade will bring us to a familiar place and... oh, shit. Gil, I'm out, I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Huh? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it, that gleaming in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be in the back of my office then. Anyway. We're almost at the end. And I'm getting sleepy. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Whoa. Whoa. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer. I'm actually getting quite tired. But we're almost there. I'm gonna sleep so well once this is done. Like, we literally only have 2 days left. This and, like, the actual day afterwards. Anyway, here you go. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Ugh. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some, and enjoyed every moment. Back to Deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Alright. Bloom Light, something non-alcoholic. Oh, that's right, it's aged and on the rocks. Yeah. Here you go. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters... What do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. You know, Mama number 5. Are those all the girls from Mama number 5? I gotta see. Oh my god, I was making a joke. That literally is them. In fact, it's, exactly in order. Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Sandra, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? You must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about the piece of scraps situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this, Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking Cloud 9? What about, Sneaky? I'll be damned. She hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilum. So, I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget aren't not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes it more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum, though. Well, Blood City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and piano woman. Piano man, piano woman. Piano man, piano woman. Here you go. And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order it like that then? I hate Laura. You what? You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine. Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sights, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So, you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. You should leave now. Oh yeah, we're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come in. Party? I'd love to go. But I've told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get funnier. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. Something nasty. So, Piano Man. Here you go. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Eh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural that you get your own copy of my theme song. No thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. I can't. How in the ever-loving fuck did you do it? Nah. Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? They either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe the boss just donated money to the CIRA thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but you should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what'd you say? I was asking you if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat line, you know it. Yep, shut up. But I said nothing. There, I meant. So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe the pretty boy over there can tell us a story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... then I want to hear it! Well, Kira Mickey came here yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Yeah. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her, and she's always busy. But you sit there, and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Here you go. Phew, let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave, pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl, she's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wow, Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, are you curious? You are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing really. Did the dude bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Then do something. I'm not a dog. Can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break, I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road right into a truck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Huh? It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm tired. Oh, I didn't even think this was happening. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations on your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy. I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know. You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you! Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No, and why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feel weird. Well, that's all for the break. That's that for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I want to put, yeah. Yeah. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right at it. What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending? Yeah. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know little tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that, exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm right here, right now. I'm here right now. I just realized I did not have the robot voice on. Oh, it's a good thing no one's paying attention. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, let's try something sweet now. Here you go. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you hear right now is, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilum. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilum managed to create biological life years from now, it would all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is... You love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with the sugar rush. Sugar rush. Yeah. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsist problem got solved? Yep. All of the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian. Call her mom. Nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them. So where did these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me that I'm my body? What is real? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God, it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go-Go's tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. Cute girl! Cute little girl Lillian! Cam girl! Fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Sugar Rush. Again. Here you go. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay. Hello? Oh no, the music. So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming, Chan. Yes? No, I meant, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name? What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites. My voices are getting switched, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then, I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but... Let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But, I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but why the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal if it were not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know they could be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. Two big beers, honey. Two big beers. I want to hear the music. Why won't the music play? This is bullshit. Ugh. Here you go. Cheers. Cheers. Alright. I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Oh, did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in the jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water. I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened the hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs, sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep. Luckily, the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it was also the last time I had sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water. Felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Oh, now the music starts back up again. Anyway, bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this Mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least it looked like they're having fun. The method of filming underwater is how the convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Are we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with and... keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for the both of you. Alright, time for a lot of talking. Happy New Year. Oh. Yeah. Exactly what I want. All right. Time for the last night of work. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Alright. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Oh, the timing. Hello? Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting the letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remember all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She even tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. Even if the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention, artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? Was that it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell, The shots even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. The thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made the other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to line up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes away back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then. Part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been more mature and not shouted at you either. So, let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Dangeroo? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. And I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like, she was forcing that burden on me. And then my dream became our future. And she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could really be pushy. She could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and work in a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight made it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take the offer. Perhaps I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity. Perhaps if I didn't overreact. Maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. But it could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Oh. We are quite the hotheads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. We both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like that, and like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes will bring her back. Ugh. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time. Always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. You know what? Let's get her a... Let's get her something just with a little bit of alcohol. Just a tiny bit. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that a secret so long? Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me that we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but... I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill... Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah. But did you know that you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get her back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in the salad days later. She said, "So, do you like eating me for lunch?" Jill? I'll, tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Oh. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened the second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. Started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said his sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society in her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. Must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. The what? I did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? Yeah, but... don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. Let us be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in bars. First you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. If you're trying to justify your action with a moral, you're digging yourself deeper. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden... don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma. Come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Ah, yay. We did it, everyone. I'm so proud of us. Alright, now to load up shit. Now to load up the Kira Mickey ending because I did not get the Kira Mickey ending. What? Oh, okay. I was watching a video that was like, hey, here's the endings. Here's the Kira Mickey ending. And I was like, oh god, oh no. I heard someone's voice. That's not in this game. Alright, anyway. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta just sit here and wait. Oh man. Unless it's... Yeah, it's alright. It's just about over. Took me and my friends about 9 months to complete it. How slow were you? That's so long. Did you have fun? Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? I forgot that these two talk. We played every Sunday. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. We played every Sunday and we ranted about something random for hours. Yeah, that's playing games with friends, alright. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more together tomorrow. Good night. Gracias, peluche. Uh-huh. Ah, alright. Friday, February 3rd. This is good. Really good. You have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks. I spilled on the floor. That screwed up my budget. It's the least I can do after being such an obnoxious client. Yeah, about that. Mind if I ask something, Mr. Timothy Mercury? So, you know, it's a small city. Turns out every 2 grateful girls soon become regulars, and both of them were related to you. So what's your question, bartender? Call me Jill. 2 questions, actually. First one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know. Sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted 2 little girls. It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. A high-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians? That would be unthinkable. On paper, at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed him before another unit subdued me. Then I escaped from their custody. In reality, that's all I need to know. Sorry for bringing that up. Didn't you have another question? Yeah. How'd you build this restaurant so fast? It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich, and the other noticed I smelled like curry. Those 2 are really nice girls, huh? They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them. Excuse me? Oh, speaking of the angels... Timmy! 2 special curries, please. Alright. Time to play the other ending. No shush game. This is the one I didn't get. Friday, January 20th. Oh God, I can't believe I'm actually here. Yeah. Well, I've never seen her so openly excited before. Don't talk too loudly or start her. It's always nice to see her so happy when she doesn't give a damn and lets herself go. You sure you don't mind me? Of course not. That way I won't be the only one with no little clue as to what's going on. Is it true you've served this Mickey girl at the bar? As amazing as it sounds. Really nice girl, if a bit oblivious to the risk. How so? She doesn't mind stalkers and such. Oh, how's your wounds? Arm's doing fine, eyes healing nicely. I can sleep better at night. Just what transpired inside that bank? It's not important anymore. What's important is that Stella will get me a job after I heal. She will? She's rebuilding a new armor set for me and wants me to be her bodyguard. I'd be paid for something I do anyways, and I get to spend more time with her. That's nice. I'd like to spread out and help the... You want to be a vigilante then? Maybe. Yeah, she's coming out. She's there. She's actually here. Oh, look, it started. No. Are you here, Jill? This song is for you. What? Alright, cool. Alright, we're almost done. Oh, hi, Jill. I thought that was the last of it. Alright, cool. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See? Even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time, she bought her a t-shirt that... you're talking too much, little girl. A shirt with what? Had a nice pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! What are you doing in my hair? Sorry, I got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Lenore then? No, you just reminded me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What this girl's trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and a half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with the both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. And now, So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea. Oh, that hurt my head. Ow. And I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy had a weird implant where his testicle should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked the fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. I once saw a guy at the hospital with that emergency room in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? Well, just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo-Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? come on, Joe. You're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up with her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ball sack guy. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Good ending. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes. Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been far away from 4 for this long. I don't know what to do, what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Jill. What? What? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, you stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want her eyes soiled. Emo who? Little sister. And just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. Or stop Panama. Yeah! It's over! Alright. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna leave. But I do want to say, whoever came by, thanks for watching. I know that I'm not a very popular face here on the CheezVT streams. But don't worry, you'll definitely see more of me. So get ready for that in the future. Anyway, maybe not next week. I think next week I'll take a break. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.